Biggest issue in web design is copycatting. Someone taking someone's website or landing page and reproducing it exactly to the pixel. And it's super easy to do because of a Figma plugin called HTML to Design. With HTML to Design, I can find a website that I like the look of and download it exactly into Figma. All of the colors, gradients, SVGs, images, linears, everything. So let's take this for example. This is a project that we've built. I can grab the URL, put it into Figma, and I can import it and get everything. So I can also use the browser extension to get it as well. And this works really well for a private URL too. So if I come across a software app that I like the UI of, I can also grab that UI through the same tool. Or if I want to grab a website that is hosted with Vercel or Cloudflare, they have native bot protection, which prevents the URL import, but it doesn't stop the browser extension, which also works. So when I click that, it will grab everything. Okay, so this will grab it and gets it for both desktop and mobile. Okay, so you get a .h2d file, which is just the HTML, and you can drop that straight into Figma. So here you can see from the URL import, we have everything. But then I can take the HTML file that I just downloaded through the browser extension, drop it straight in, and it'll also start to paste all of the elements directly into Figma. So you can see we've got everything. So if I wanted to clone this site to the pixel, which has happened, I can do that super easily thanks to this tool. So HTML Design is a super powerful plugin, and it's no surprise that it has 2.4 million users and it's used by many designers. Most designers, including us, use it all the time for inspiration, but not directly cloned to the pixel. But the issue is it's so easy to copy that a lot of people do. And I'll show you how we stop this a little bit later on. So I run a landing page agency called Landing Page Labs. We build websites, funnels, and of course, landing pages. We put up to 100 hours, sometimes even more, into each project to create something really unique and industry leading. And it's how we get best in class conversion rates because we create a unique experience for our users. Because AI and tools like HTML to design are making websites look the same, our advantage is even stronger. But that advantage can be diminished if someone can just come in and rip out work. So I set out to stop that from happening. I went to Claude GPT and Gemini, and they all told me that we couldn't stop HTML to design. There was just no way to do it. I went to industry peers who told me the same thing, and to just see it as flattery. The fact that we're being copied, it's cool that we're first and we're setting the trend. But to be honest, that just wasn't quite good enough for me. I want to protect the uniqueness of our work and the investment that our clients make with us. And after months of testing, I finally cracked it. So, meet Can't Clone. We built a script that can be put onto any site, no matter what site builder you're using. And when it detects a tool like HTML to design, it stops it from downloading the page on both the URL import and the Chrome extension. It also stops automated screenshots as well. We've been running it for our own clients, but I wanted to make it available to other designers and builders to protect their work because the web is starting to look the same. And with more AI generated sites out there than ever and continuing to grow, that uniqueness that we bring from the hours of work we put into it is going to stand out even more. But it needs to be protected. So that's why this means so much to me. And I truly believe that the future of web design is at stake. So let's actually jump into how Can't Clone works. So this is our landing page. Let's say that I wanted to download this and clone it. So I would use the browser extension to capture the page and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we get a protected screen popping up, letting the person know who's trying to download it that it's protected. Then if I drag this HTML file into Figma, let's see what happens. Okay, so none of the actual elements are there. We just have the elements for the protected screen. And so there is nothing that they can use here. Now let's try the URL import and see what happens. Okay, and there we go. Same thing. No elements there, fully protected. They can't take any of our assets. Okay, so let's actually jump into the Can't Clone dashboard and see what's happening behind the scenes. So here in the dashboard, we'll see it's nice and simple. We have really spent most of the time figuring out how to actually do this and how to do it where it doesn't impact things like our site speed, our page scores, our answer engine optimization, our SEO, our ad tracking, analytics, all that stuff. And we also don't want this to trigger accidentally for any users. So we've put in a bunch of measures to prevent that from happening. But if it does accidentally trigger in the unlikely event for a user, we have this little message here to hit refresh. They can hit refresh and the screen will go away. So what's really cool about this is we can see how many people have tried to actually scrape our sites. So we include up to 50 domains protected in the one subscription, and we can see which tools they're using to actually grab our sites, which domains they're going after, which countries it's happening in, and when it last happened. So in the blocked attempts here, you can see that we have the recent attempts that I just did. So this was the browser extension where it figured out that I was in Australia. And then we have the URL import, which is going through the US. And that's how it works. So you take the script, you install it on the sites you want to protect. You have up to 50 domains, and every page of that site is protected. And that means that if someone wants to copy you, the only way to copy you is to manually go screenshot by screenshot each element to bring it into Figma. And at that point, it just becomes faster to do their own design. Right now, we're in a closed beta while we're thoroughly testing it. I want to be 1000% sure that there's no negative impact, but I'd love to get into the hands of innovative designers and builders who are pushing the boundaries so we can get your feedback and make it a world-class product because we're building it for you. So if you want to protect your work, just add your email in on our landing page here and we'll invite you to access the beta. We will check out your portfolio or your main website, so please use your business email. And I look forward to building this alongside you. Thanks.